Coming up on MCTV this week, kids unite together against hunger and students relay for life. This week starts now. Welcome to MCTV This Week. I'm Haley Turner. Two MC students are spearheading a fundraiser to help hungry children. Gabby Sherley has more.
Students met here Tuesday night to create packages for Kids Against Hunger. Bulgarian exchange student Adelaide Delimam and Gendry Torres from Costa Rica held a fundraiser on campus for Kids Against Hunger, which helps provide meals for hungry children around the globe.
We're feeding hungry kids around the world, mainly in Africa and some Latin American countries and some local children in Myanmar.
The students sold homemade bracelets in order to raise funds. As of April 20th, they had raised $1,256, which was enough to make 5,024 packages of food.
Many people were helping us in this project. We're very grateful to them, and I hope that they will continue this, like it will be like a tradition every year to do it on campus. So yeah, and to help the children who are starving, this is our main purpose.
Donations can be delivered to Reverend Terry Ott and designated Kids Against Hunger. For MCTV, I'm Gabby Sherley.
Bringing music consumers what they want, when and where they want it, while still making a profit is the task radio professionals are currently trying to tackle, according to Lon Helton, host of Country Countdown USA. Helton, a Monmouth College graduate, is on campus this week as the college's alumni distinguished visitor to network with students about the radio industry, along with discussing his journey from MC to now being known as country radio's best-known star interviewer. While on campus, Helton spoke with senior communication majors about topics including stealing music off the internet and furthering their careers. He then shared what he took as the most valuable lesson from MC.
I think just the confidence that you had learned some things in a bunch of different areas so that if something was put in front of you, you had a pretty good idea you could handle it. In situations, whether it be social or whether they be work or whatever. You know, the great thing about being here, I think, especially if you're in a, you know, whether if you're in the performances or even the sciences, is the chance to put your hands on stuff every day.
Helton also gave a forum discussion this afternoon and plans to visit 2 classes tomorrow. If you're interested in hearing more about Helton's career, you can visit the Morgan Room at 9 a.m. LeSueur Nature Preserve will be a little greener thanks to MC. The Student Alumni Association came up with the idea to plant trees this Earth Day after Tim Tibbetts presented a story on the LeSueur Nature Preserve to an associate's luncheon. The event brought students, staff, faculty, alumni, and community members together. Although the afternoon was spent planting trees, much focus was on the many participants.
It definitely shows how dedicated everybody is in the community of Monmouth and at Monmouth College. I'm sure many people had other things to do that they could have done on their Sunday afternoon, and the fact that they brought their families out here and our students came it shows how important Monmouth College is to everybody.
The Student Alumni Association will elect their new executive board next month and continue with more events in the fall. Last Friday, Colleges Against Cancer hosted the annual Relay for Life. Relay for Life is a 12-hour event and fundraiser for cancer research. Participants form teams and are asked to have a member walking the track at all times to symbolize that cancer never sleeps. The night started out with an opening ceremony which featured 3 cancer survivors, followed by a lap around the track dedicated to other survivors. The rest of the event consisted of games and music, and then a final closing ceremony.
I want to do anything I can to give back to what has been given to me. I'm looking forward to a lot of people coming and gathering together to fight this disease.
I think it's important to show our support for the community and for those around us, and to raise money for such a good cause that everybody's affected by at some point in their life.
This event raised around $4,000. If you want to get involved with Colleges Against Cancer, contact Jennifer Rice. Last weekend, college chaplain gave the Monmouth Associates an overview of a faith-based program at MC. Terry Ott spoke about the Lux program, which she said is designed to help students cope with unique challenges of church and religious leadership in the 21st century. One program she highlighted was the alternative spring break trip with students to Louisville, Kentucky to participate in a poverty immersion program.
The poverty trip was amazing, and it was a faith-based trip, so there was a lot of reflection on scripture, you know. I mean, in the Christian tradition, Jesus leads us to the poor, and of understanding what their lives are really like, what the real world is like for those who have to live day by day, not knowing if they're going to have enough to eat or if they're going to have shelter, or you know, good health care for their children or whatever, you know, or even have work. So we just got a little small taste of that on this trip to Louisville, and it was a really profound experience.
For more information on spiritual life at MC, go to the Spiritual Life link on the college website. Once again, Scholars Day returned to Scots Day last Tuesday, as students showed off their academic achievements. While many students celebrated Scots Day with casino games and carnival treats, others lined the halls of the Huff with academic displays. From exercise science to environmental studies, students from all scholastic backgrounds presented their research projects and artwork to professors and classmates alike.
The formation of nanoparticles from via intramolecular chain collapse, or basically making a nanoparticle out of a polymer.
Scholars Day is held once a year on the second Tuesday in April. Some students here at Monmouth use Founders Day to show how theater can be used for social protest. Students perform scenes designated to showcase larger social issues such as racism, homosexuality, and campus issues such as college stress and library hours.
Or it's about child obesity or anything like that. It's just getting people involved. And so I got involved. I got in. I did some like short improv scenes with them. And yeah. It's just getting people out of their comfort zone, a different way of talking about things that people don't regularly talk about.
This event was part of the citizenship course, Social Change. Taking a look at some events on campus this week. Tonight at 9:30, there is an after-hours program in Scotland Yard. Friday, there is an underground program in the underground at 9 p.m. Saturday, there is a late-night roller skating event at 9 in the Glennie Gym.
Coming up in sports, the men's baseball team takes on Knox College in a doubleheader. Welcome back. Fighting Scots baseball team went against rival Knox College last Saturday in a doubleheader at home. In the first game, Knox cruised into the seventh with a no-hitter ahead 9 runs. Jordan Gaither ruined the no-hitter but failed to score. The Scots would add 2 in the 8th, but Knox would continue to drive in runs. Final score, Knox 16, Scots 2. After a deficit in the first game against Knox, men's baseball took the field for a second game. After being behind 1-0 in the 7th inning, Jordan Gaither's pinch hit ground out scored Caleb Rule to tie the game. Knox scored 2 more points before the Ryan Temple hit the ball deep into left field, allowing Ross Donnan to score from second. But that was it. Knox was the doubleheader with the second game, scored 3-2.
I don't think they'll quit. They'll still keep coming back. It's just, I just don't know what's going to happen the rest of the way out. But I know they won't quit.
Men's baseball is currently battling Robert Morris University at home. Their next game is a doubleheader at Grinnell. And here are your scores for this week.
Crimson Mask will open its next play tomorrow night. A funny thing happened on the way to the Forum tells a story of a Roman slave's attempt to win his freedom.
Excuse me. Would you be so nimble, fiddling with the thimble, mending a gown? Would you be...
It's funny. It's entertaining. It's lots of laughs. It's lots of good time. It's music, it's dance, it's comedy, and it's a happy ending.
This play is Thursday through Saturday night at 7:30 with a Sunday matinee at 2 in the afternoon in the Wells Theater. Tickets can be reserved by calling 309-457-2104 or emailing theater@monm.edu. Scots Day rounded up a new twist with Cow Patty Bingo. A bingo fundraiser with a unique country twist covered the quad during Scots Day. To raise money for the senior gift, participants in the Cow Patty Bingo bought squares in hopes that the country guest would leave behind a surprise of their winning number.
It was a great event that we could hold during Scots Day just to celebrate the college in itself and provide a unique alternative for a way to raise money and to have a little bit of inexpensive entertainment.
33 was my football number at Monmouth, and that was my winning number. Then I came out here and cheered on the cow. Directed him to step forward 2 steps and do the drop, and he did it on call.
Cow Patty Bingo raised $900 for the senior class gift, which will be used to landscape the current 9/11 memorial plaque located north of campus.
And that's it for MCTV This Week. I'm Dan Steamer.
And I'm Haley Turner. Make sure you tune in next week for the next to last edition of MCTV This Week. You can also catch us on the web by going to monmouthcollege.edu/MCTV. See you next time.